be doing everything they talk about. You know I'm everything a boss about. Not putting work and gotta toss them out. I'm really biting, they just barking out. I'm really riding, they just parking now. His street, what to talk about. See the big H when I'm walking out. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about some college ball. So these were the matchups, right? Obviously, we still have some matchups to be played as we're recording this. LSU, USC, primarily the main one. All right, which again should be a great matchup. I gave my 2 cents on that one, so we'll dive into that a little bit. But some other matchups, let's give some quick thoughts. Georgia versus Clemson. Georgia looked dominant. They look like they're ready for the national championship right now. Right, Carson Beck. They started a little slow. I would say they started a little slow, but they seem like they always have great running backs. And this year, nothing different. Defense looked top notch. Carson Beck played well. Georgia looked great. Who we got? Penn State, West Virginia. I thought this game would be a lot closer. We had a little bit of a rain delay that caused probably about 2 or 3 hours of delayage. But Penn State does look a little different. I'll give them that. It's not your same boring run the ball, not really throwing the ball downfield. Penn State will stretch you deep. Drew Aller, quarterback for Penn State, had about 3 touchdowns. This was a great matchup, and they passed. They passed with flying colors. Shout out to Penn State for getting the win in West Virginia. All right. Some other games we have on the docket. Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. This was if you like defense, this was a game for you. Low scoring, hard fought, not a lot of great offense in terms of like excitement, but a couple big plays from Notre Dame obviously broke it out 23-13. Riley Leonard gets the win over former coach Mike Elko. His former coach, Mike Elko, at Duke, now coach at Texas A&M, who is a defensive guy. He's going to turn that program around. I like his, not only does that resources, but his schemes and stuff like that. So Texas A&M has a bright future. Don't disappoint on them. Colorado. They barely won this game, but it was exciting to say the least. I think the one thing you see about Colorado is that when you look at their receivers and Travis Hunter, who is a straight dog, someone you should all be aware about, Matt Breslin. I know you like some Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a straight dog. I know he had 3 touchdowns. I think North Dakota State had to get a little bit out of character versus play more man. They had to play more zone. And Colorado was just eating them up. Shedeur Sanders just eating them up. Defense for Colorado has a lot to improve on. They tend to always rely on playing a lot of man. They got bit a little bit by it even throughout the whole game. We'll see how they change that out. They have a big one, and I can't wait. They go to Nebraska. Nebraska has the number 1 QB recruit last year, Devin Raiola, playing. And there's a little bit – this Nebraska-Colorado is a natural rivalry, right? But there's some tension between Coach Sanders and Coach Rule. They won last year. Now they're going to Nebraska. This is going to be a great game, and we'll talk a little bit about this week. All right. A game I don't want to talk about. Miami, Florida. Miami just came to the Swamp and dominated. Florida looked undisciplined. They looked like it wasn't even the same roster. This is sad because I like Billy Napier as a coach, but almost the writing's on the wall, especially when you have this type of schedule we have. They'll go against Stanford, a lower level team next week, should get the win. But this one's definitely a hard pill to swallow. Cam Ward from Miami is a dog, game changer. If you're a betting man, I would start putting some coins in for Cam Ward to win a Heisman, because he definitely has the potential. Miami, this is a different Miami team. They're definitely going to be the best team in the ACC from what I've seen. I already think they're better than Florida State. Sorry, Mike, Big Mike. I think they are better than Clemson. Clearly way better than Florida. I'd be happy if we win a bowl game, but that's even a stretch at this point. So we'll see. I think the one upside Florida has going forward is now we got one of the top quarterbacks coming in as a freshman, DJ Lagway. Graham Mertz seemed to get a little banged up. I'm not sure if it's collarbone or head or what it is. Is DJ Lagway the quarterback going forward? Because that's really only the shining light Billy Napier has, right? You lose some key games down the stretch going forward, and it's not going to look good. It is not going to look good. And again, I like them, but again, Florida has to get back to relevancy, right? We've been sucking for way too long. This is not who we are. This is not the team that we want to. This is not the product we want to watch. We're used to competing for SEC championships, so we'll see. we'll see how it goes. But this was not a great showing for the Gators. Miami won. I won't spend the time on it. But one thing I do want to give a shout out for is my Maine Black Bears. Shout out to the Maine Black Bears getting the win versus Colgate, 17-14, first win in the season. All right. Shout out to the Black Bears who were able to pull it off. I got my Black Bear drink here by Ornell Brewing Company. So cheers. And we want to know, baby. At least I got one team that's want to know. But yeah, out of everything, drop a comment, like the video, share with a friend. Let's talk about it. This is the Locker Room. This is our podcast, not just mine. I'm here to drop some dialogue, but this is our podcast, and we're going to talk some ball here. So thank you all for tuning in, and we're in it. This football season, NFL is coming back. Should I talk some NFL? Talk about it this week. We'll see.